Jack Sikma was born on November 14, 1955, in Kankakee, Illinois, into a family where basketball wasn't necessarily the expected path to success. His father worked as a milk truck driver, and his mother was a homemaker, raising Jack and his siblings in a blue-collar household that valued hard work above all else. Little did anyone know that this tall, lanky kid from small-town Illinois would one day become an NBA champion and seven-time All-Star. Standing 6 feet 11 inches with a deceptively athletic frame, Sikma possessed a unique skill set that was decades ahead of its time. Over his remarkable 14-year NBA career, he would capture an NBA championship, earn 7 All-Star selections, and develop a playing style that helped revolutionize what it meant to be a center in professional basketball. While names like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Malone, and Hakeem Olajuwon dominated the headlines of 1980s basketball, Sikma quietly built a Hall of Fame-worthy career that deserves far more recognition than it receives. Jack Sikma's journey to basketball stardom began at Illinois Wesleyan University, a small Division III school, where Sikma truly began to make his mark on the basketball world from 1973 to 1977. Playing for the Titans wasn't exactly a pathway to NBA stardom that most scouts were watching closely. Division III schools rarely produced professional players, let alone future NBA All-Stars. But Sikma was different. At Illinois Wesleyan, he dominated the competition with a combination of size, skill, and basketball IQ that was rare for any level of college basketball. During his 4 years with the Titans, Sikma averaged over 20 points and 10 rebounds per game, showcasing the versatility that would later make him such a valuable NBA player. What set him apart wasn't just his size. It was his ability to step away from the basket and shoot from the perimeter, a skill that was almost unheard of for centers in the mid-1970s. The fact that Sikma was even on NBA radars coming out of Illinois Wesleyan speaks to how special his talent was. Most Division III players, no matter how dominant, simply didn't have the exposure or competition level to attract professional scouts. When the Seattle SuperSonics selected Sikma with the 8th pick in the 1977 NBA draft, it raised more than a few eyebrows around the league. Drafting a center from a Division III school in the first round was almost unheard of, but SuperSonics head coach Lenny Wilkins and the front office saw something special in the young man from Illinois. Sikma's rookie season in 1977-78 was a revelation. He averaged 10.7 points and 8.3 rebounds per game, respectable numbers for any rookie, but extraordinary for someone making the jump from Division III basketball. More importantly, he showed flashes of the unique skill set that would define his career. The ability to score from anywhere on the court, excellent passing for a big man. But it was in his second season, 1978-79, that Sikma truly announced himself as one of the league's rising stars. The SuperSonics, led by Sikma and guard Gus Williams, put together one of the most memorable playoff runs in NBA history. Sikma's versatility was on full display throughout the postseason, as he could match up with traditional centers in the paint, but also stretch the floor with his outside shooting. The 1979 NBA Finals against the Washington Bullets was Sikma's coming-out party on the national stage. His ability to score from multiple areas of the court, combined with his rebounding and defense, helped the SuperSonics capture their first and only NBA championship. Sikma averaged 14.8 points and 11.7 rebounds in the finals, but his impact went far beyond statistics. He was the perfect complement to the SuperSonics' up-tempo style, providing the size and skill needed to compete with the league's best teams. Over his 9 seasons in Seattle, from 1977 to 1986, Sikma established himself as one of the most consistent and versatile centers in the NBA. He made 7 All-Star teams during his SuperSonics tenure, averaging 16.8 points and 10.8 rebounds per game over those 9 seasons. But perhaps more importantly, he helped establish a winning culture in Seattle that would last for years. What made Sikma so special during his Seattle years wasn't just his individual success. It was how he changed the way people thought about what a center could be. While most centers of the era were strictly low-post players, Sikma could step out and hit mid-range jumpers, handle the ball, and make passes that most guards would be proud of. He was essentially playing a modern style of basketball decades before it became trendy. The SuperSonics were consistently competitive during Sikma's years, making the playoffs in 8 of his 9 seasons with the team. While they never captured another championship after 1979, they remained one of the Western Conference's most formidable teams throughout the early 1980s, largely due to Sikma's consistent excellence. In 1986, at age 31, Sikma was traded to the Milwaukee Bucks, where he would spend the final 5 seasons of his career from 1986 to 1991. While his individual numbers declined slightly during his Milwaukee years, his impact on the team was immeasurable. The Bucks were a team in transition when Sikma arrived, trying to build around young talents while maintaining competitiveness in the tough Eastern Conference. Sikma provided exactly what they needed: veteran leadership, championship experience, and a skill set that complemented their existing players perfectly. During his 5 seasons in Milwaukee, Sikma averaged 13.1 points and 7.8 rebounds per game, solid numbers for a player in his 30s. But his true value came in his ability to mentor younger players and provide stability in crucial moments. The Bucks made the playoffs in 4 of Sikma's 5 seasons with the team, and his presence was a major factor in their sustained success. One of the most impressive aspects of Sikma's Milwaukee years was how he adapted his game as he aged. Never the most athletic player to begin with, Sikma relied more heavily on his shooting and basketball IQ as his career progressed. He became even more effective as a passer, using his size and court vision to create opportunities for teammates. Sikma's final season, 1990-91, saw him average 9.8 points and 6 rebounds per game. While his production had declined from his peak years, his leadership and experience remained invaluable to the Bucks. When he announced his retirement after the season, he left behind a legacy as one of the most complete and intelligent players of his generation. Looking back at Jack Sikma's 14-year NBA career, it's clear that he was a player ahead of his time. In an era when centers were expected to stay close to the basket, Sikma was stretching the floor with his outside shooting. When big men were judged primarily on their scoring and rebounding, Sikma was making plays for teammates and thinking the game 2 steps ahead. His career averages, 15.6 points, 9.8 rebounds, and 3.2 assists per game, tell only part of the story. Sikma was a 7-time All-Star, an NBA champion, and one of the most versatile players of his era. He shot 84.9% from the free throw line for his career, an exceptional percentage for a center, and his ability to score from anywhere on the court made him a matchup nightmare for opposing teams. Today's NBA, with its emphasis on versatile big men who can shoot, pass, and play multiple positions, would be perfect for a player like Jack Sikma. In many ways, he was a prototype for the modern center, decades before the position evolved in that direction. From his unlikely beginnings at Illinois Wesleyan to his championship success in Seattle to his veteran leadership in Milwaukee, Jack Sikma's career was a testament to the power of hard work, intelligence, and adaptability. He may not get the recognition he deserves when people discuss the great centers of the 1980s, but those who watched him play know the truth. Jack Sikma was one of the most complete and effective players of his generation, a true pioneer who helped change the way we think about what a center can be. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you guys. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and stay safe.